Alright, so we are back with this segment once again, which we started early on in the season but couldn't carry on due to some reasons. So, Premier League this week segment where we will be talking about game week 27, the matches, and towards the end, we'll be giving 5 options about who do you think is player of the week. You can definitely let me know about those in the comment section. So starting off with the first game, which was Spurs playing Crystal Palace, home game for Spurs, and Crystal Palace playing their second match with their new manager. Getting in about the match, Spurs did control first half, yet no goals were happening. There were chances missed by Timo Werner, couple of chances missed by other players as well. And then comes the second half and Eze smashes the one from the free kick, which was an incredible goal. And Spurs, on the other hand, didn't had any goals up till 75th minute, and after that the goals happened and can call it a comeback. Good win for them. 3 goals happening, one from Timo Werner around 77th minute, and then Romero scoring in the 81st and Son Heung-min making 3-1, which sealed the win for Spurs. We'll talk about the table position towards the end, but now after this one, the other match, there were 7 matches which were played on the day 1. So moving on to the similar matches which happened at the same time. Second game was my team's match, Liverpool away at Nottingham Forest, and we haven't won there for over 39 years. And finally, the win came. A little dramatic drama towards the end, which happened. Some opposition fans and neutrals were arguing about the timing, but there was sheer time wastage which went in that match. As a consequence, the time was allotted and it was fair. Hats off to the team for sticking up until the end. I mean, the first half they were trying but couldn't get anything in the terms of results, in terms of the goals, in terms of the final output. The final third was missing. The team was trying though. The only disappointment I felt was in Gakpo. He was not decisive enough. About second half, we were trying, but still nothing was happening. Kudos to McAllister, who saw Nunez's position that the only goal of the match. He just tried that in. Liverpool still on top, sitting on top, and putting pressure on the teams around them. Now moving on to the third one, Newcastle versus Wolves, and where Wolverhampton, they lost down to their own defensive mistakes. That was the third match happening side by side. There were 6 matches happened on day 1. Isak scoring after the awful decision making of Dawson, and deflection goes on to Isak, who just had to put that in to the net. And in the second goal, there was a mix-up between Wolves keeper and Kilman. So second goal was just a gift given away. Again, defensive mistake. There was no communication between the two players. Keeper went to save, but Kilman was there. There was ball getting in between those two and finding the Newcastle player who was Gordon, Anthony Gordon. It was his 10th goal of the season. The second goal coming from that, and Wolves, they were not, in totality, were not that much threatful, and whereas Newcastle were more of attacking in throughout the 90 minutes. So they got 3 goals, 3-0 result for them. And similar happens in Fulham versus Brighton match. Fulham comfortably winning it 3-0. Again, the better team was Fulham in that match. Incredible result for host, though they messed up a lot of chances, 3-4 chances. Scoreline could have been 4-0, 5-0. But the guy who bossed that match was former Liverpool man Harry Wilson. It was involved in a lot of attacking movements. Got an assist to his name, got a goal as well, and it was Adama Traore who sealed the game with the 3rd goal. Now off we move to talk about the 5th match of the game week, which was Everton playing West Ham, and Everton losing 1-3. First goal was scored by Everton after missing that penalty, which was saved by Areola, and he had a super show. Saved a penalty, saved another goal thereafter, and in total he had 9 saves in the match. So he was one of the factors. Of course, can't ignore the 3 goals which they scored later on. One coming by Zuma to the corner, and then Souček putting in, and Alvarez winding up for making it 3-1. It was his first goal for West Ham. Thereafter, Brentford and Chelsea, they played a draw. Side plays at 16th, who are now currently at 15th after Everton lost to West Ham. That's Brentford, and Chelsea, who were at 11th before the game, stays at same place. First goal coming through Jackson. After the first goal, there was response from the host, Roerslev scoring and making it 1-1 in the 48th minute. And honestly, Chelsea should have won the match with the amount of chances they had. but it ends up as 2-2 draw with Visa scoring and later on Disasi making it 2-2 for Chelsea. There were chances for Jackson, Palmer and Sterling, but they didn't put the ball in. So a draw, which does help Brentford a bit in terms of league position, but didn't help Chelsea much, who are still at 11th spot in the league table. And after that, there was a match between Luton Town and Villa, competitive match. Responses coming in from Luton after conceding 2 goals, and Ollie Watkins, what a season he's having, one of the best seasons, and he's so far involved in over 25 goals. Luton on the other hand scored a couple of goals, as I said, but our winner came for Aston Villa from set piece, and they are putting pressure on teams around them, Aston Villa, for the UCL spot, and who knows, if they go on an unbeaten run, they can even challenge for the title. So a lot of things happening up top between the 4 teams, that is City, Liverpool, Arsenal and Aston Villa. All 4 are trying their best, giving their best to just keep on winning their matches. That's what happened on day 1. And moving on to day 2, Burnley hosting Bournemouth, and it was an end-to-end game. Semenyo and Kluivert getting the goals for travelling Bournemouth. And Burnley had, on the other hand, had a couple of good chances coming their way. Unlucky they didn't capitalize on them. Could have been a draw maybe, but in totality Bournemouth posed more threat compared to Burnley. So it went 2-0 to Bournemouth, and they'll be happy to be getting those 3 points. And on similar day, the second match which happened was the Manchester Derby, around which we streamed as well. And United were pretty good in the first half. They scored the goal, sat back, defended pretty well. But against sides like City, you can't just sit back through whole the game and just keep on defending. They will run over you. And that's what happened. And Phil Foden, starting with the first goal and second goal, he charged on, and then there was no stopping to City. They got 2 goals. And third goal was just cheerful moment for the FPL captains, who had Erling Haaland as captain, including myself. So 3-1 was the result of the derby, but United just lost it in the second half. That's where things went wrong for them. Otherwise, was good first half for United and good second half for City. But 3 points, who takes the 3 points? It's City, and they are putting pressure on Liverpool at the top. They are not giving up. Just like Liverpool are not giving up, same goes for Aston Villa, and same goes for Arsenal, who played their match against Sheffield on the day 3. Pretty one-sided match. When you are scoring 3 goals in 15 minutes and 4 in 25 minutes, it's pretty much game over then. And 6-0 scoreline, which improves their goal difference. And now we'll have a look at the points tally. See, 6 goals from 39, they add that to make it 45. So Arsenal were having fun last night, scoring 6 goals against Sheffield, who are at the bottom of the league table. So issues for them, a lot of troubles going on. And there would be a tough fight going on between Luton, Everton and Nottingham for the relegation. And up top, there's tight battle going on between Liverpool and City, who will be facing each other in the next game week 28. That would be an eventful thing to watch as well. And though there is a gap between Aston Villa and Arsenal, but it is likely to come down to how they go about in their next few matches. And about 5th and 6th spot, there is a wide gap. But Spurs and Villa will have a good close fight for the 4th spot. That's what it looks like in the league table right now. And now, as I said, we'll give the 5 options for player of the week. So option number 1, that's Areola. He had a pretty good game, made over 9 saves as I mentioned. And Phil Foden, he was one guiding force behind City's win against their rivals. United scored a brace in that match, and then they won comfortably after that in the second half. And the third option, Darwin Núñez, had he not scored that goal, there would have been not a pleasing moment for the Liverpool fans, and they would have lost the top spot after getting the draw, and would have been on level at, not even on level, they would have been on 61st. Yeah, with the goal difference, Arsenal would have been on 2nd position and Liverpool would have been on 3rd. So that was important, and really important goal from Darwin Núñez. Talking about the 4th option, Ollie Watkins, he's having an incredible season, and plus assists he has been involved, and overall over 25 plus involvements this season. So he's one of the vital players for Aston Villa. So he becomes the fourth option. And the fifth one, Kai Havertz, he played really well. I saw first half and a bit of the highlights later on. So he's the fifth option. Which one do you think deserves the player of the week out of these five? You can let know in the comments. And for more support, you can drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel.